ABML morning update. Stocks roar back as trade clouds clear. Global markets. US stocks ended on a firm note on Monday, February 9th, with technology shares lifting the benchmarks and the Dow Jones Industrial Average extending record territory ahead of key economic data and a fresh round of earnings. The S&P 500 advanced 0.47% for a second straight session, closing at 6,964.82, while the Dow added 20.20 points or 0.04% to finish at 50,135.87, marking both a highest ever intraday and closing record. The Nasdaq Composite outperformed, rising 0.9% to 23,238.67. The move higher builds on Friday's sharp rebound when the Dow crossed 50,000 for the first time, recovering from earlier week's losses driven by a tech-led sell-off. Risk assets had come under pressure during the rout, with Bitcoin sliding before staging a partial recovery. Later in the week, markets will track the delayed January CPI report scheduled for Friday, with consensus pointing to an annual inflation rate of 2.5%. European equities ended on a positive note, with the Pan-European Stoxx 600 up by 0.7%. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a positive note on February 9th. At close, the Sensex was up 0.58% at 84,066 and Nifty was up 0.68% at 25,867. GIFT Nifty trades higher by 96 points at 25,977, signaling a positive start to the trading session. India's digital infrastructure is emerging as a core structural growth driver, supported by expanding connectivity, policy incentives, and rising demand from cloud adoption, data localization, and AI workloads. Despite rapid build-out, India's data center capacity remains under-penetrated at roughly 1/60th of US levels and 1/12th of China's on a per capita basis, indicating significant expansion headroom. Dedicated 765 kilovolts and 440 kilovolts power infrastructure, along with enhanced subsea cable connectivity, are strengthening the ecosystem for large-scale facilities. Long-term policy support and fiscal incentives extending to 2047 aim to accelerate investment and capacity creation. Development costs are estimated to be 40 to 50% lower than in the US and up to 60% below Japan, reinforcing cost competitiveness. Convergence of structural demand, favorable economics, and infrastructure scale positions digital infrastructure as a multi-cycle investment theme within India's growth trajectory. The build-out is expected to catalyze investment across power, renewables, cooling systems, and network infrastructure, broadening the economic multiplier effect. Focus for the day. Apollo Hospitals Q3 FY26 results. Titan Q3 FY26 results. Key corporate developments/policy actions. Navin Fluorine reported strong Q3 FY26 results, with revenue rising 47% YOY to 892 crore rupees and EBITDA expanding 109% YOY to approximately 307 crore rupees, while net profit surged 122% year-over-year to 185 crore rupees, driven by robust demand across specialty and chemical segments and operational efficiencies. PNC Infratech reported a weak Q3 year-over-year performance, with revenue declining 18.3% to 1,200.6 crore rupees and EBITDA falling sharply by 36.8%, leading to a 584 basis points margin contraction to 19.9%. Net profit also declined 5.7% year-over-year to 76.7 crore rupees. BSE Limited reported Q3 FY26 consolidated revenue rising 61.9% year-over-year to 1,244 crore rupees on robust market and transaction volumes, while net profit jumped 173.9% year-over-year to 601.8 crore rupees, supported by strong operating performance, expanded margins, and higher contribution from core exchange services despite broader market volatility. Privi Specialty Chemicals reported revenue rising approximately 23% year-over-year to 605 crore rupees, supported by specialty chemical demand, while net profit increased approximately 68% year-over-year to 75 crore rupees, demonstrating strong operational performance and strategic growth initiatives. Moldtech Packaging reported Q3 FY26 revenue of 198.7 crore rupees, up 4.1% YOY on improved product mix and pharma pack traction, with EBITDA rising 13.8% YOY to 38.7 crore rupees and net profit growing 5.2% YOY to 14.35 crore rupees, supported by operational efficiencies and steady packaging demand. Fund flow. FII bought shares worth 22.54 billion rupees, while DII also bought for 0.04 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.